right, welcome to another edition of Never Scared Podcast, man. We're back with more heat to give you guys out there on the Black Latino lieutenant in Virginia and what he went through this past week. Let's start the next one with this video, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go into that. And we're just gonna go from there. I mean, it's gonna be self-explanatory. Everybody heard about this Black lieutenant in the Army in Virginia that got into it with
so let me before you get started, let me preface this a little bit, because I didn't realize until I started researching it today for real that this is actually in my neck of the woods. So this is literally right about, I pass through this town all the time. Right. And I'm very familiar with exactly where they were. I'm very familiar with which the store he decided to stop at. This is a very dark area, right, in Virginia. And they are, if I were to be pulled over in this area, I too would have put on my blinkers. I too would have, you know, I might, as a woman, would have even called 911, right? Just because, you know, like the current climate of what's going on now. But I feel like he was, and we can watch the video in its entirety before I give too much information away, but just kind of keeping that information in the back of your mind that this is a very dark area. And I don't know how much, you know, you guys know about Virginia, but it's a Commonwealth state.
Oh, it's jacked up.
And it's a lot of different things going on in Virginia that always gets swept up under the rug. So just kind of keep that information in mind as you watch this video and what happens here.
Again, this video, man, does contain some things that may trigger some people. So if you're triggered by violence, you may want to look away during this time, though. But for every white person in America that says, why don't Black people comply? And this young man is Black Latino, but, you know, I mean, that's for another conversation. He's Black. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into all them breakdowns like that. But we're going to show you when we do everything we're supposed to do. You know, so tell us what we should do when we do everything like this. Let's still go do this.
Going back.
Close the window down.
Felony traffic stop.
Put your hands out the window.
Felony traffic stop, 1836.
Put your hands out the window. Turn the vehicle off. Put your hands out the window.
How many occupants?
All units 1013.
How many occupants are in the vehicle?
What's going on?
How many occupants are in your vehicle?
It's only myself. Why are your weapons drawn? What's going on?
Open the door slowly and step out. Open the door.
I'm not getting out the vehicle. What's going on?
Get out the car. Open the door slowly and get out.
What's going?
Just to let y'all know in context, so the first cop that he's talking to now is a new guy. The guy that comes into the picture later is supposed to be the guy who's training him. And so, you know, it feels like they decided to run something on him during the time, you know what I'm saying, like for his first action. But I want y'all to hear the nervousness in that cop's voice, you know what I'm saying?
Real quick. Wait,
I agree.
This.
All right.
Going on?
Get out of the car now!
Open the door and get out the car.
Hold still. Hold. Keep your hands outside the window. Keep your hands outside the window.
My hands are right here. What's going on?
Get out of the car now.
Get out of the car.
What's going on?
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car now.
I'm serving this country and this is how I'm treated?
Yo, what? Guess what? I'm a veteran too. I don't obey. Get out of the car.
What's going on?
Get out of the car now.
Are you guys gonna be in a rush to get out of the car with guns drawn on you? And we know what goes on in this country. Who's gonna hop out that quick?
What's going on?
What's going on? You're fixing to ride the lightning, son.
I'm sorry, what?
Get out of the car now!
What's going on?
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car!
Sir, just get out the car. Work with us and we'll talk to you. Get out the car.
You received an order. Obey it.
I'm honestly afraid to get out. Can I?
Yeah, you should be. Get out.
What's
Get
going
out.
on? What
Get
did
out
I
the car.
do?
Get out now.
I have not committed any crimes.
You're being stopped for a traffic violation. You're not cooperating at this point right now. You're under arrest
For a traffic-
You're being detained. Okay, you're being detained for
For a
obstruction of justice.
traffic violation, I do not have to get out the vehicle. You haven't even told
Really?
me why I'm being stopped.
Really?
Get your hands.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car.
Get your hands off me,
Get out
please.
the-
Get your hands off me.
You know what?
Get your hands off me.
Not
Get
a
your
problem.
hands off me.
Back up,
I
Daniel.
didn't do anything. Don't do that.
Sir,
Get out of the car
Don't do
now.
that.
Hey, sir,
Get out of the
do
car
that.
now.
Don't do.
look,
I'm trying to talk
get out.
to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to
I'm gonna
talk.
talk to
Get
you.
out.
Just get out of my
Relax.
car.
Can you please
Get out.
relax? Can
Get
you
out.
please relax?
Get out of the car right now.
This
Now.
is not how you treat a vet. I'm actively serving this country, and this is how you're gonna treat me.
Back up, Daniel.
I didn't do any.
Back up.
Whoa, hold on.
Back
What's going? Hold on. Watch. Watch it.
AR-4 overseas deployed. Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
Up.
Car now.
Sir, just get out the car.
I'm trying to breathe.
Get out of the car now.
That's up. That's really up.
Yeah. Oh, get out of the car and get on the ground now. You're gonna get it again.
I don't even want to reach my seatbelt. Can you?
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car.
Can you please?
Get out of the car now. Listen. Take
He said, I don't want to reach for my seatbelt. You know why, right? We all know why.
off your seatbelt and get out of the car.
Look, I'm just gonna please.
You're gonna do what you're told. Get out of the car.
Look.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the.
Look.
Take your seatbelt off.
Look, my hands are out.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of
My
the car.
hands are out.
Don't reach in there, Daniel. Don't reach in there.
My hands are out. Please. Please. Look. This is really messed up. My dog is in the back. My dog is choking right
Get
now.
out of the car. Take your seatbelt off. What are you, a specialist, corporal? What are you?
I'm a lieutenant.
Lieutenant, get out of the car. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. You made this way more difficult than it had to be. You just complied. Get out of the car.
I'm reaching for my seatbelt.
Fine. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. Straight on the ground. Straight onto the ground.
Ma'am.
Is your commanding officer available?
Down. Let's go.
Is your commanding
Let's
officer
go.
available?
Get on the ground. Get on the
Can you
ground.
please talk to
Get
me
on the
about what's
ground
going
now.
on?
Get on the ground. You're getting sprayed again. Get on the ground.
Can you please talk to me about what's
Get
going
on the ground.
on?
Get on the ground now.
Can you please talk to me
Get on
about
the
what's
ground.
going
Get on the
on?
ground.
Can you please talk to me about what's
Yes, sir.
going on?
You're not.
Can you please talk to me about what's going on? Why am I being treated like this? Why?
You're not cooperating. Get on the ground.
Why am I being treated like this? This is really messed up. This is really messed up.
Sir, well, just
This is really, this is up.
Sir.
Up.
Sir.
Up. You know this is up.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking.
Who wants to start?
Let's
That's my first time seeing that.
let's visit the facts, right?
First time seeing that one. That was my first time seeing that angle. I mean, I've seen it, but that's my first time seeing
So
that angle. But it was hard to watch. I had to keep turning my motherfucking head, and I got a lot to say. But go ahead.
go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
No. I got to gather
Yeah.
first.
So let's, because this is the part that you don't see until later on when other police officers and other officials are on the scene. First of all, he was pulled over because of missing tags. Okay. Well, which technically they weren't missing.
They were in the back window.
He had purchased a new vehicle, and the tags were posted in the rear on the passenger side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had tinted windows, and they didn't see the tags, or so they said it didn't see the tags, whatever, what have you. When he was first alerted to pull over, he put his blinkers on because that's a very, very dark area. And he drove slowly to the next lighted area, which was that gas station. He pulls over. They hop out with guns drawn already, saying that it was a felony stop because he didn't have tags, which you realize before you got out with your guns. Oh, by the way, he does have tags. They're in the rear view, and we just didn't see them because it was dark, whatever would have you. What else could he have done? Call 911 so for you to send additional officers to the scene? And now we got a whole ass situation going on with additional officers for what? When he really literally was not doing anything wrong. You couldn't step back and just say, you know what? Our bad. We misread this situation. Have a good night.
His ego wasn't going to let him do that. His ego wasn't going to let him do that. See, when it gets to that point, when white cops get invested at that point, it's not even about what they pulled you over for. It's the fact that they feel like you're talking back to them, like you're a child and you listen to me, what I tell you. Look, dude, your job is to serve and protect. You don't get to treat me like I'm your son. You know what I'm saying? There's no law that says you can't cuss a cop out. You can't yell at him. None of that.
Story from the New York Times.
But they add all that stuff in there.
Representative Matt Gaetz facing this set of allegations regarding the DOJ.
And how do you like rightfully relegate someone, right? The first thing he says to him is, "Oh, what are you? What are you?
All right, go ahead."
Oh no, I was just saying, like, you know, the first thing he did was like try to lower his rank. Like, oh, what are you? What is he? A specialist or are you a corporal? No, like, dude, no, I'm a lieutenant actually.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the dude said, "I served this country and I'm being treated like this." The white guy immediately says back to him, he said, "I served too, but I complied."
Right.
So he's basically saying, but like what I would want to know immediately is like, when have you been pulled over by white cops, and when have you ever been in this situation? So when did you comply? You know. Then when he told him he was a lieutenant, you would think some people would be like, "Oh man, this man is an officer in the army." You know what I'm saying? He didn't give a shit about that. He did not care. And the thing that stabbed me in the stomach is when he said, "You made this a lot harder than it needed to be." No, sir, you made this a lot harder than it needed to be.
Do you have the follow-up video where the officer, you know, they let him go? You know, they let him go, right?
Well, he got fired. Yeah.
The follow-up video. No, the follow-up video was the officer talking to him afterwards, telling him that, hey, you know, we could take this further.
Yeah, he was trying to.
We could take this further, or we could just charge you. Yeah. You could just let this go because he already knew he had fucked up.
Yeah.
So my take on this thing is that I think that whether black, white, Hispanic, no matter who you are, if you are police, we are teaching our police to just be bullies. And it's almost like the militarization of our police force. It's almost like if the police tell you to do something, they feel like you need to do what I tell you to do, even if it's not even lawful. Just because I'm a police and I told you to do something, like get out the car. Like, no, okay, I don't have to get out the car for a traffic stop. But it's like, just, you know, it's just the audacity of these police. And for me, like, what's more troubling is that this guy was training another individual, and the gall of him, for me, with everything in me, would think that this is not the first time he's done this. You know, it's just that now that he understands that he's went a little bit too far, and he's probably gotten away with this so many other times. So how many other police officers have gotten away with this type of like it's like a culture that they have. It's almost like, hey, we teach y'all to go out, and if they don't do what you tell them to do, then you have the authority to rough them up. And it shouldn't be like that. And it was something like the guy was like,
as long as they're black, as long as they're black.
Yeah, and see, the guy was like, he said, I don't feel comfortable getting out. And the officer was like, you should. He said something like, he was like, I don't feel reached something. He was like, the officer's like, you shouldn't. See, at that point, an officer should be trained to de-escalate the situation. Like, bro, you don't have no problem. Like, we're here. Everything's good. We just want you to get out the car because we don't know who you are. We see you have a military uniform on. Is everything okay? He says, okay, well, I don't know why I need to get out of the car. We don't see your tag. Where's your tag? Oh, it's in the window. Okay, let me shine my light. No. It is in the window. It's almost as if they want to escalate a situation when we should be training our police officers to de-escalate. And what happens is we're not teaching them relationship skills as it relates to dealing with people of color.
People skills in general.
Yeah, people skills, but people of color have a different type of vernacular than anybody else, and it's already perceptionally we are already being perceived as being aggressive. You understand what I'm saying? So when a white person is it's already in the media, it's always that time. So we have to have this training, I think, for our police officers on how to actually deal with different cultures, especially as it relates to black people. And I think they need to make it, bruh, we gotta make these laws like I'm glad they fired his ass, but he shouldn't be able to get a job. No other police squad, nowhere else.
But see, these behaviors are consistent. They're consistent nationwide. This is not like just clearly we've been watching this unfold. Like at what point do we address the point that
have y'all been to any other countries?
Yes.
I mean, y'all been to other countries?
Yes.
Like our country has a military police squad, like dead ass serious. Like other countries ain't like that. Like we got you need them armored cars and shit. People got to run up people. Other countries got the shit like that. Some countries don't even like to have guns. Like we are a fucking problem. It's us. I'm telling you, it's here. It's America.
England, in England they're not allowed to carry guns, and their crime is not worse than ours.
Hell no.
But they're engaging in unprofessional behaviors or sometimes deadly,
but in America,
authoritative behaviors.
In America, does these things like we will criminalize like marijuana, and then we'll put people in jail because it fuels our economy, and it's still a form of slavery. People don't realize that. Like they in the amendment, like they did away with slavery unless you're in prison. That's the way to do it. So they do little petty ass shit. And it's always the fact that black people are the ones that are culprits of these shit. And they get more time or more sentencing than white folks. This is by design. This is not by hoax. This is definitely by design. So this is where we are.
Right. Let me get Seiko in here real quick.
My bad, cool.
I mean, I ain't really got much to say on. I mean, the whole topic is crazy. Like I said, I mean, it's nothing new. Everything is, like I said, what can you say about it? It's like it's nothing new. It's like every time we turn around, it's like we hearing some story like this, and we we have no choice to be somewhat desensitized by what we see and hear on a regular basis, and once again that we have our counterparts, who should be our allies, sitting there and agreeing with everything, and the first thing they say is, oh you should have complied, but I mean he didn't do anything. What did he do? Like, what makes you jump out your car?
He did
and have guns ready to go like that for nothing. Like. You know what I'm saying? For even if he didn't have a damn tag, Right. Be out there like that. That's what you ready. You ready to let it go.
Right.
Come on, cool. Right. Like this is disenfranchisement of Black lives in America.
He did everything correct.
He absolutely did. He could not have done anything else.
I'm gonna tell you, like,
he didn't yell at the cop. He didn't yell at him.
He was calm.
He put his hands out before they told him to put his hands out.
Exactly. He wanted to get out the car. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like
Please reach and get my seatbelt. I don't want to reach and get that.
He's scared.
And he was even careful to not be like, I know what cops do, but he didn't even do that.
No, he was just being cautious. He was being cautious for himself. Like, I'm gonna tell you, people love to say that that black people train our kids to not like officers and all this bull, whatever. I'm gonna tell you, my son, this was 2 years ago. I had an expired tag off of miscommunication, right? A cop pull up on it. This is we leaving the school. Cop pulls up on me. He comes and he's like, just the look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for a tag, once again, a tag. And he got this look and he's checking, he all in the car. He scared the fuck out of Junior. He's scared, Junior talk about it to this day. You know what I'm saying? He was scared. Junior scared the fuck out of my son.
That's crazy.
The way he came looking in the car and the way he was all, you know what I'm saying? He came to the car like we was selling, like we was a cartel. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I need the police to scare my son. Because Carter wants to be a police officer. He's 4. But go ahead and finish. Say cool.
He'll get that together.
I don't want him to be there, but go ahead.
But he'll get that together. He'll learn. But but it shouldn't have to be like, we don't teach our kids at no point to want to do that. You show us. You show us that. My first time at 17, as I'm driving, I'm pulled over. I get pulled over fucking for nothing. I got 4 cops at each window with guns in my fucking face. All right? This is reality. This is how they do. They don't do the white kids like that. They don't do nobody else like that. But for us, and I did nothing. And then what at the office, and there was a black cop too that was on my ass. What my man say? Oh, well, you ain't had your seatbelt on. You ain't had your seatbelt on. After all the, after searching the car, had us on the car, searched us, you know what I'm saying? And at 17, I don't know no rights. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? All I know is fear right now. Mm-hmm. So all they do is teach us fear. They keep coming at us like that, but then going to tell us, we got to keep hearing, we teach our kids to fear them. No, y'all teach us to fear y'all.
Yeah, this is what cops are, man. This is what cops are. This is what white cops are in this country. There's a small percentage of them that actually want to do the right thing. And then there's a large portion of them that were bullied when they were young, and now they want to be the bullies. And let's be honest with you, that other portion is they traded in their white suits and that hood for police uniform. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to us, they aggravate us so that we can do anything we do, they can say they feared for their life. Don't be a cop. Nobody asked you to take that job. Don't, if you're that scared of black people, don't be a cop. You knew what it entailed. See, they want to rough niggas up and beat us up and kill us, but they don't want to be in no dangerous situations. You know what I'm saying? They hands shaking. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all seen that cop, the first cop that pulled up, he was training. And then when that other cop took over, that dude, first of all, that young boy that pulled up, that dude was only 22 years old. That cop in the back. And when dude took over, see, what's going on is he's looking at what that cop did and how that cop treated that black man. So he's teaching him. You gotta be rougher with them. You see how they don't comply and blah blah
because
blah.
He immediately after dude sprayed him with the pepper spray, he immediately stepped up to like assist.
Yeah, I ain't hear him again.
And he's like, oh, nah, like, don't go up there, like don't put your hand up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he told him to back away when he tried to assist him.
Yeah.
No, let him do it. You just sprayed mace in my eyes and you telling me to unlock a seatbelt that I can't even see right now. You punk motherfuckers, bro, with those badges on, bro.
Yeah, look. I mean, look at. I mean, you go back to when you talk about the fair. Go back to that's 2016. You look at and went back to Minnesota again. You had your man Philando Castile, that was that had a licensed weapon and this and that sitting in it with his girl and her son, and the cop was just out of nothing but fear. He said, "I'm reaching for my." He asked him for paper. He's reaching for it, and the cop let him have it.
Yeah.
And the cop got off, of course. But out of nothing but fair. Why are we so fair? Like, why are black? Like, the biggest question is, fuck all the should we care about the Asians? Why the fuck are we so fair? Why y'all scared? Why y'all scared of us so fucking much?
People fear what they can't understand. Again, I keep going back to the fact that we didn't come with a voice. Our culture didn't come with a voice. They fear what they don't understand. They don't understand our culture.
Came under bondage.
Right. It came under bondage. We didn't choose to make that pilgrimage. We were taken. We were like, yo, listen, y'all coming with us. We didn't come with a story. I mean, we came with a story, yeah, but
we don't even know our story. That's the
right.
part.
Again, so that I mean, all of it ties in together, and how even the story that we know, the story that we've heard, the stories that we've learned over the years, like, it's still not enough for us to be able to validate who we are as a culture.
We got to pay
because we've adopted everything.
We got to pay ancestry.com to find out.
Literally, like we got to pay y'all to find out some shit that y'all took us from.
Hey, look, and I guarantee you, there is some stuff they've been told to leave out. Like, don't put that in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But look, and I think it's one thing when Sekou said with his son June, man, and I hate June had to experience that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna devalue that when I say this. They don't give a shit about our kids being in the car. Because what about the people that they killed in front of their kids? Kids in the back seat. That man had a dog. Look, man, I'm an animal lover. I'm a dog lover, but not like the other side. You know what I'm saying? I don't kiss dogs in the mouth and all that. Whatever. But I love dogs. And the man said my dog is in the back choking. He didn't care. But listen, I say that to say this. When white people watch that video, are y'all seeing where I'm going with this? They're going to be more concerned that dog is in the back of that car choking than the man that's sitting in the front seat who just got maced.
All day. All day. All day.
So how are we going to line up with people in this country when we come behind animals?
As the saying goes, like, the game is rigged, and the game has been rigged, and we fuck, man. I mean, it's like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I saw Sekou post something today on his Facebook, and before we get out of here, some dude on your post posted something, and I was just like, there it is, man. He said America they want it, but I don't think they really want it. America wants World War III.
Oh yeah.
This country wants us to rebel, get together, say we ain't taking this shit no more, bear arms, so then they can rightfully kill us because they outnumber us. And they don't give a shit because the rich don't give a shit about all these pawns. That's the thing about cops. Rich people don't give a shit about y'all.
No.
You're just a pawn. You're keeping them safe. You're not keeping us safe. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no sensitivity training. I'm pretty sure they had thousands of training. But when they made up their mind who they're going to be, they don't give a shit about no training.
Ain't worried about that.
They in them classes sleep. You're like, man, whatever. I hate black people. That's what I'm going to be. That's what
just like we do whenever we're being trained on something we probably not all that interested in. Like, they just kind of sitting in there.
Sensitivity training. That's what I remember being at the when I worked at the restaurant. I remember they did sensitivity trainings, and it's nothing but bullshit. They ain't doing nothing. And you have when the shit happened to Starbucks, when they came at the brothers in Starbucks, they had sensitivity trainings in all the Starbucks. Every place, man, they ain't doing a goddamn thing.
They don't care. They get paid for that. They pay them to go to sensitivity training. Listen,
they brought Ralph. They brought Ralph Tresvant in there.
It sounds good, and that's it. It's just something to say.
I'm gonna leave you all with this question, man. I'm gonna leave you all with this question, and don't answer it. Don't answer it.
No.
And I want to say this right, man.
What?